community, I'll use for example, outside of the Pakistani diaspora, everybody should know, all our friends and neighbors, that hey, what are you going through? Why are you hurting? And talk about it. So if everybody can articulate that effectively, then it really will have a meaningful impact on it.
Our community and for the world, really, in the Congress, we are here to continuously learn from our community and figure out how we can have a positive impact in our country and across the world. For me, here in the Congress, because there has been this long-standing alliance between the United States and Pakistan, there's different forms of assistance. And that military assistance that we provide should be used to keep the world safe and to keep people in Pakistan safe, not be used to undermine those very things that we all care about. And so that's why in my first year here in the Congress, because I heard from my constituents in Texas, from the Pakistani American community about these concerns, those same rules that I would apply to my own country, or to Latin America, or anywhere else should also apply to our security assistance in Pakistan as part of our attempt to try to protect democracy everywhere we can, especially seeing the backsliding that we've seen in this last year. And so one of the first amendments to a bill that we ever authored or wrote was asking the United States in our National Defense Act, Reauthorization Act, to review whether our security assistance that was being provided by that act was being used to undermine free and fair elections, was being used to undermine an independent judiciary or the voice of journalists. And so we made that initial push. And then recently, alongside Representative Ilhan Omar, who's a real ally on this issue, put a letter forward to the State Department to review whether we are actually violating our own existing United States laws that say our military dollars for the United States should be going towards people's safety, not towards undermining democratic people and civilians. So long as you all can always contact me.
No, definitely. We'll fill you in with that, and we'll fill you in with that very well.
In these offices during the day, waiting for you to call. They're waiting for you to take action. So if every one of you went home today and did something, that you would have more of an impact. That's how you get things done.
The Pakistani community has to be front and center in what that looks like. And there's a lot of resources and organizations, including Engage. One of our jobs is we're on the Hill, and you're absolutely right. I'm an incredibly nosy person, and one day I noticed there was a whiteboard with check marks, and I asked the staffer, what is this? And they said, oh, we take note of how many phone calls we're getting on specific issues. And that is absolutely how they're determining a priority.
Pakistan, they need, we need them to be our ally, and Imran Khan he's really, too close with China and Russia. So that's the world that they're in. But I think pretty quickly, especially again, like we have more challenges, say, with the Yemeni, the movement in Yemen. That is not the case in Pakistan. You're dealing with a secular, relatively, secular, educated, Western-oriented person. And so I just think there's just a lot that can be done, and the movement is primed for growth. And I think what should be considered is perhaps bringing all the groups, that have a base here in the U.S. and are focused on this issue, maybe to form what we've done in other cases, an advocacy coalition that can kind of meet regularly, talk about advocacy strategy and plan together, and that way we can harness kind of the full power of all the groups.
Why there is so much pressure?
You can't have a chief justice, you can't have similar control on Pakistan. They won't basically become Pakistan, they can counter Chinese power. But Pakistanis are not understanding that. They think it's for us to remind, they think that we have a role in about the situation in the region. It is India, the first Pakistan Global, and the way they have done the effort, Dr. Usman, especially all of this team, they deserve a great credit. And they have established a track. There were many thinkings over the months as to how to create a vehicle or a platform for more meaningful engagement.
फर्स्ट पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल जो हमने प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया है कि पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त जो इनजस्टिस हो रहे हैं, उसके जो ह्यूमन राइट्स वायलेशन हो रही हैं, जो कि फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन नहीं हो रहा, उसके हवाले से हमने ये प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया कि हम लोगों की अमेरिका में आवाज़ बन सके। सो आज जो हमारी समिट थी, इसका यही मकसद था कि पाकिस्तान में जमहूरियत की बालादस्ती हो, पाकिस्तान में जो फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन हो, सारी जमातों को इक्वली उनका राइट्स है कि वो इलेक्शन में हिस्सा लें और जितने भी पॉलिटिकल वर्कर्स हैं उनको किडनैप ना किया जाए, उनको अपने नॉमिनेशन पेपर जमा करवाने चाहिए, सो पाकिस्तान प्रॉस्पर्स कर सके। ये इसका मेन मकसद था आज।
तो फर्स्ट पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल यही काम कर रही है कि वो जो पाकिस्तानी ओवरसीज़ डायस्पोरा है उनको इकट्ठा करने की कोशिश कर रही है। ये काम जो हमने पिछले 50-60 साल में नहीं किया था, जो हम सारे प्रोफेशनल्स हैं वो अपने प्रोफेशंस में बिज़ी हैं, जो यहाँ पर हमारी नई जनरेशन है वो बिल्कुल भी पब्लिक पॉलिसी की तरफ नहीं है, हम बिल्कुल एडवोकेसी में कभी इन्वॉल्व नहीं थे। अभी ये पिछले 1.5-2 साल से जब हमें पता चला है कि जो यूएस में जिस तरह से स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट की इंटरफेरेंस हुई और पाकिस्तान में रिजीम चेंज हुई, तो देन वी रियलाइज्ड कि हमारे तो यहाँ पर फ्रेंड्स जो हैं ही नहीं है, और वो इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि इसमें हम लोगों की थोड़ी सी इसमें वीकनेस है कि हम लोगों ने कभी एडवोकेसी में और लॉबिंग में काम नहीं किया था। तो अब हम सारी जो ओवरसीज़ कम्युनिटी है उनको इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं ताकि वो पाकिस्तान का एक पॉजिटिव इमेज जो है वो प्रेजेंट कर सकें। हमें कोशिश करना है कि सारे जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं वो अपनी डोमेन में रहें, जो उन्होंने ओथ लिए हुए हैं वो अपने ओथ को फॉलो करें और पाकिस्तान में एक ट्रांसपेरेंट, फेयर और फ्री इलेक्शन करवाएं ताकि जो पॉलिटिशियंस हैं वो रिफॉर्म कर सकें और मुल्क को आगे लेके जा सकें।